everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna, this is Derek,
Hello.
And this is For Pause in a Book. I make book and lifestyle related content, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Today, I am making a TBR for Derek. Okay, first things first.
Okay.
Do you know what a TBR is?
To be read.
Good job.
Okay. It's been a while since I've actually read a book, but when I do, I like to read, yes.
See, the funny thing is that you very rarely actually open the book, but then when you do, you'll read like an entire 500-page book in one night.
Yeah, go big or go home.
So I have 3 books for you.
Okay.
Do you think that that's feasible? None of them are over 500 pages. I don't think. One of them might be like right at 500.
Well, 3 books.
3 books.
I can do that.
One of them definitely has an audiobook, because you do a lot of audiobooks.
I drive a lot, so yeah.
You do drive a lot.
I drive a lot.
Okay. So I'm going to talk about the books. I'm going to tell you why I think that you're going to like them.
Okay.
Or why I, maybe not why I think you're going to like them, but why I picked them for you.
Okay.
Okay? And then you can tell me your initial thoughts. Whether or not you think that I'm, in the ballpark.
Okay.
Okay. So the first book I'm going to pick is my favorite book of all time.
Oh, no pressure.
No pressure. You made me read The Pillars of the Earth.
Okay.
Before we were even dating.
Fair.
And you also didn't tell me it was a 1,000-page book.
That's what a book should be.
Well, when you get it on Kindle and it tells you it's going to take 48 hours to read, it's a little confusing. But anyway, so this is me telling you to read my favorite book now.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Fair.
I did come out as bisexual after reading this book.
Okay.
So it's a very pivotal book for me.
Big book.
Big book. Well, not physically. But you're going to read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Okay.
Okay, so this book is about a woman starts in about the 1950s.
Okay.
And she is a Hollywood star, kind of like the Elizabeth Taylor of this fictional world. Okay? And she is a very private person after she's retired, and then she's chosen this one person, this one, no-name journalist to write her biography. And it's the story of her going through her 7 husbands and answering the question, who was her true love?
Okay.
Here you go.
All right. So just by looking at the cover, quick brief overview of the flap, and just by looking at it, there are
this book is
a lot of footnotes and annotations here.
This book is well loved.
I see that.
I read it 6 times.
Okay, well.
5 or 6, something like that.
And knowing how much you read, that is very impressive because you like to read new things all the time. So 6, nice. So no pressure. No pressure.
It's okay if you don't love it, but
All right. So, first question is, would it be possible to take these out so I don't have a heads up?
I mean, you can take these ones out, but these are just day markers from the time that I group read. You cannot take these out. But, I mean, I can buy you another copy.
Okay.
I'll buy you the paperback copy because I don't have that.
All right. Fair enough. No, I just, if I'm going to read something, I don't want to know something's going to happen.
Well, not all of those are, foreshadowing. Only some of them are. Some of them are, character descriptions. Some are, memorable. Yellow is quotes. Purple, I think, is diversity.
Okay.
So that would mean that it has, some sort of either queer or POC representation in it.
All right. Well, obviously, yes. I will read this with gusto. And, all right. Yeah, no.
I know it's in first person.
Excited.
I know it's in first person, which is not your favorite.
It's not, but I can definitely.
But I think it works. So
I'll still read it.
So first person isn't my favorite either, but it works for this book because it's Evelyn telling her story. Okay. And so it's like literally like her telling Monique about her life. So it makes sense that it's in first person because it feels like you're also sitting in the room while Evelyn's telling the story. You're hearing it. Yeah, it's very like oratory in nature.
Alright. Is there an Audible book? Audio?
There is one on Scribd, so I can like set up Scribd on your phone.
Alright.
And then that way you can just listen to it on audio. Which the audiobook for this book is amazing. If you haven't read it.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready for your second book?
Book number 2.
Okay, book number 2 I have not read. But I think that it's going to be right up your alley.
Okay.
And it is The Shadow War by Lindsay Smith. Now, it is a YA book, but it is kind of like higher YA. And it's World War II if there were dragons. And demons.
Okay.
So they're like fighting Nazis, but like with demons of the underworld and monsters and all these other creatures. Oh, that's not the synopsis. The synopsis is actually in the front. Here you go. So initial thoughts.
Okay, so historical. I'm a big fan of history.
You almost always go towards historical books, so I don't. Yeah. So this was like my baby step into it.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Nazis, dragons, demons, otherworldly things.
I think there's a portal to hell at some point.
Okay. I mean, so this will be an interesting read.
Yeah.
I will read it. Okay. And I will let you know. But
like I said, it's
like
YA, so normally, I know that you don't read a whole lot of books with teenagers in them. But, if you want to go historical, that's about all I got.
Fair enough. No, we can definitely read this book. Demons, sure, why not? Fighting Nazis, who doesn't want to fight a Nazi?
I mean, that's generally, I guess it's not like your number one go-to historical era, but it is one that you do tend to gravitate towards with movies and stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a fun timepiece. It just kind of depends on my mood, but, World War II, again, punch a Nazi when you can. That's about all I got for you.
Okay. That one is available on Audible. I don't have it.
Okay.
But it is available on Audible.
I'll find it.
Okay. And then the last one, you mentioned sci-fi.
Okay.
So I went sci-fi thriller with Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I know it's a very annoying cover.
That is so bright.
It's safety orange.
You won't lose this.
No.
If you run out of light, take the cover off and reflect the moon. Good.
Yes, the UK cover is way better.
Oh. Alright, before that cover does come off, that's gonna hurt my eyes. Okay.
It's not a great cover. And
that's my initial reaction.
And his sophomore, I guess it's not his sophomore novel, but the novel that came after this one is bright yellow. So it's he really likes the bright safety colors. And I'll put it down so you don't have to look at it.
Oh, that hurt my eyes.
The UK cover is way better. It's gray.
It was the early 90s.
Sure. I was 3 at the time. So. Okay, so Dark Matter is a thriller, and it's a sci-fi thriller. It's about a man who wakes up from a coma and doesn't recognize anything that's happening in his life. He doesn't recognize the house he lives in. He doesn't recognize the people he's with. He doesn't recognize anything.
So is it amnesia or recognition? Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
How is that a spoiler?
Because it deals with the multiverse, if that answers your question.
Okay. Interesting.
So initial thoughts.
Okay, so...
Can you see yet?
Not yet. My eyes are still... it's so bright. So bright. So, it definitely grabs your attention.
I mean, if you saw it on a bookshelf...
If you saw it on a bookshelf,
you would probably pick it.
What is that?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Or, I'll show you
but-
the UK cover, and then if you, you can technically take it off, so it doesn't really matter.
Fair enough. But after my eyes adjusted to the glare, read the front flap. Looks pretty good. Interesting concept.
It does not tell you much in the synopsis.
No, it does not.
Which I think is good, because I think with thrillers, sometimes synopsis, they give you too much information, and then it, spoils major plot points of the book.
Yeah.
And so this one, his books are very vague when it comes to, should you read this or not?
Well, if it draws your attention, great. So, it definitely drew my attention, not just with, the blinding light, but also the front flap kind of made me ask what's coming.
Right.
What else? What else is happening? That's a great little setup there. So, excited to read that one as well.
That book made my top books of 2019 when I read it the first time. And it was the first book that I remember, staying up in, literally until 2 a.m. to read. And then realizing what a horrible fucking idea that was, because I was home alone.
Okay. Fair. So
yeah.
Good to know.
I'm sure it's on Audible, but I don't have an audiobook for it.
Fair enough.
But it is a super fast read. And, oh wait, the chapters are short. You're going to hate that.
Well, I'll adjust. We'll still get
However,
through.
with thrillers, sometimes it's good to be short. Because it does, pick up the pace.
Yeah.
With, historical books, those ones, should be longer because you start getting into the world.
You tell
but
the
with
story,
a thriller, you want it to, set up the chapter so that it ends, on a cliffhanger. It's little mini episodes.
Fair.
Okay, cool.
We'll read it.
Which one are you most excited for?
I'll be honest. I'm gonna go with the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Since it's your favorite book.
Okay.
I definitely want to read it so I can get to know you better. You read my favorite book, so I'm definitely going to read this.
Okay.
I'm excited to read this and then let everybody know what I think. But, if she loved it, I'm sure I will. So
Very good.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. All right. Well, we'll do a video wrapping up after you've read all of these, and you can tell us what you think.
All right.
If you thought I was in the ballpark, if you thought that you actually liked him, or if I was way off base.
Fair enough.
And then what you thought about them. So
All right.
Stay tuned for that. Before the end of the year.
We'll go for that, but no, it should be soon. Ish.
You kind of go in these spurts. You either read a whole bunch or you don't read anything.
Yes.
So we'll see if maybe
I'll make
this
more
will.
of an effort.
Well, maybe this will spur you on to a motivation.
Yes, I'll use this as motivation.
There you go. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. Let me know down in the comments below if you think Derek's gonna like these books, and if you're not feeling chatty, you can just put a thumbs up emoji. And if you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there is a little red button that you can hit. Do so down below the video, and all of the other links to my social media will be in the description below if you'd like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.